Hi everybody, it is June 21st. Essentially, the month is over. I don't know, I feel like this month I've been extremely busy, so I haven't even been able to like focus on shows or movies or music, which is very weird for me, but I've just been so busy. So we're gonna get into achievements. Guys, I did it. I achieved something. My first achievement this month, well, I do one achievement per month in these videos, and it would be camping for Billie Eilish. And I know people find camping so controversial, which is fine, each to their own. However, I was very proud of myself because it was very last minute, so I got over my anxiety around it, and also I'm chronically ill, so I was like, I'm not gonna survive this, but I did, and it was actually really fun. So that was my achievement. Now that I've done it, I know I could do it again. Will I? Questionable. Didn't sleep till, but I can say I did it. One amazing thing that happened this month was seeing Billie Eilish. Like, oh my god. And like just having Phineas right in front of me, oh my god. You can watch my Billie Eilish concert vlog. I just posted. It will come out the Friday before this video, I think. You can hear my screams as Phineas walks past me. I was certainly there for him. But habit-wise, I haven't really been into any new habits. Also, I've been sick for the past week. So I think I've just been looking after myself as much as I possibly could. So I guess that's my habits. So then we go on to media. So we have, let's go to reading. What did I read this month? This month with reading, again, I've been so busy that I haven't been able to read as much as I would like to. I think I'm on my 3rd book of the month, and usually I'd be on like my 5th. Yeah, no. But also like this summer in general, I'm so busy. So I'm really hoping that I can still squeeze in, you know, as many books as possible, but I'm still proud of myself for reading 3 in a month. Hopefully you'll be 4 by the end of the actual month. I read 2 books this month that I just loved so much, and I honestly, I was very confused. I didn't know if I would. The first book I read was The Fine Print by Lauren Asher, and oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It is a romance book. Romance, it's not a novel because it's a series, but it's a romance book, and it's set in like a, what's it called? What is Disneyland? An adventure park. An adventure park. And it's just got, oh my god, it was like the Love Hypothesis to me, okay? And I loved the Love Hypothesis so much because it had all the tropes. Every trope ever. Sunshine versus grumpy, whatever the fuck they call it. Haters to lovers, workplace romance. It was chef kiss. It was so good, and I loved it so much. And it's also a series, so the 2nd book is out, and that's probably the next book I'm going to try find. But I actually have a very big list of books I want to get next, so I'm going to get one tomorrow. We'll see which one I get. Then we have the 2nd book that I read this month, The Picture of Dorian Gray. Now, I am such a classic book hater. Like, I just can't. I just don't like them at all. Like, I love the story of Wuthering Heights. I love Kate Bush's song Wuthering Heights, but you will never catch me reading the book. I just can't. And I don't know if it's because part of me just can't with how it's written, because I feel the same way about poetry from the exact same periods of time, but it's just I can't get attached to the characters, I can't get attached to the story. I just hate them, and I also think they're very overrated because they're deemed classic. This book, I saw so many people give this book like 5 fucking stars, thinking it was like the best classic there is, and also loads of people like, if you're trying to get into classics, Picture of Dorian Gray is the first one to like pick up and read. I was like, you know what, I want to give it a chance. Also, Waterstones have been doing the most beautiful covers, hardback covers for all the classics, so I was just like, I just want one of these. It's just so beautiful. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it so much. I think because the language wasn't too hard, and also because it was primarily dialogue. I'm a dialogue girly. Okay, I'm a dialogue girly, which is kind of ironic considering my favorite book is Call Me By Your Name and there's like barely any dialogue. But anyways, well, classic books are they're not often dialogue people books, whatever. So I was like, obsessed. And this story, it's just so beautiful. I just love it. I love the concept. I think it's excellent. You get attached to the characters even though like you really think you wouldn't. It was so good. So if you hate classics like me, The Picture of Dorian Gray is fucking brilliant and I highly recommend. Okay, shows that I've watched. So I finally finished Barry. Barry ended this month. I think I mentioned Barry in my last video because that's when I started it. I love it so much. It's just the best show ever. And I just cannot wait for season 4, man. I'm so excited. I'm so sad that season 3 is over, but brilliant. An excellent piece of TV. And obviously, everybody, Stranger Things came out at the beginning of this month, essentially. It was insane. No spoilers here, but oh my god, I just love it. For everyone who knows about the scene with Running Up That Hill, that scene meant so much to me because Running Up That Hill is actually my favourite song. So my mum grew me up on Kate Bush. And so that scene just meant so much to me, and also that scene by itself. I'm a film student and it makes me cry because of how good it is. Like, I cry at good cinema. Like, even if it's not a sad scene, I will sob at good cinema, and every time I watch it I cry because it's just such a beautiful piece of cinema. I have been binging Seinfeld. I'm on season 7. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been paying attention whilst it's been on the past few days, but that's because I'm sick and I have the attention span of a goldfish. And then I have The Sex Lives of College Girls. Pauline Chalamet, I'm in love with you. I'm bisexual and no one fucking prepared me for those sex scenes with Pauline Chalamet. Are you kidding me? It was good. It was so good. Honestly, I didn't know if I would like it. Because like the premise is just like very typical teenager thing. I think it was just perfectly executed. Like the characters aren't insufferable. They are flawed, but they are still the protagonists of the show. Stories are believable. Half of the stories are very important that need to be spoken about. I need to hook up. The acting was good. I liked how it was filmed. It had good music, and also it was rather diverse, which is obviously very important. And also it wasn't like Riverdale. So next we'll go on to movies. The one movie that I remember loving this month has been My Life as a Courgette. Oh my god, it made me cry. What is it with French films that making me cry? Like, it's basically, I think it's called stop motion. I can't remember the name for it right now, but it's basically like a stop motion film, French film. It's like a kid's film, low-key, but it's basically about a child who becomes an orphan and has to go to an orphanage. And then it's about him like finding his way through this orphanage, of making friends and feeling like he belongs and finding a family. And I just sobbed so hard. It made me so upset. French films just have a way. I watched The Craft, which I've wanted to watch for a very long time. Like, essentially being a witch, like, I feel like I needed to have watched it. I liked it. It feels like such a good, I don't know when it was. It seems like it was 90s, but it kind of feels like a good, like, 90s staple movie. I don't know how to put it, but it was good. I genuinely enjoyed it. And then I watched this documentary, like half of a documentary, I think last month, and then never got around to finishing it. So I started to watch it again and finished it. And oh my god, it made me cry. So the documentary was called Val. It's about Val, I think his name's Val Kilmer. So he played Batman in one of the Batman movies. Then he got cancer and basically now has to speak when, you know, when they press the button and they speak through a machine. It's just such a heartbreaking story. Like, the entire thing, he talks about his cancer, he talks about his family, he talks about losing his parents, he talks about how Hollywood didn't treat him right, he talks about how destructive acting can be, just everything. And it's not even a negative documentary. He's such an uplifting, lovely person who cherishes his children in such a beautiful way, and he's very positive, especially for being in the position he's in. So it just touched me on such a level. It made me cry. So I feel like I'm lacking on the music section of things. Like, I went through a really good phase with music and now I just feel like I'm lacking. But anyway, the one that I've been listening to the most is Good Looking by Suki Waterhouse. I've been listening to Little Freak and Matilda by Harry Styles. Those are the only songs on his album outside of As It Was that I like. Everything else is shit, don't kill me. So I've been a fan of Electric Guest since I was literally 9, which is horrifying because now I feel super old and they follow me and I've interviewed them and it's weird. But there were like 2 songs of theirs that I've loved my whole life, and so I was like, you know what, I need to listen to their albums, like their entire discography, because like I feel like a fake fan. And so I've just been listening to like all their songs. Oh Devil, Trouble Man, More, 24/7, Glorious Warrior, My Omen. And then at the end of Val, the documentary, was the song I Am a Cinematographer by Palace Music. It's such a beautiful song and it means so much to me because obviously I love film, I'm a film student, so I just love that song. Silver Lining by Angus Maud, who I also have interviewed. A Glimpse of Us by Joji is heartbreaking but such a beautiful song. The Manege by November Ultra, her voice is gorgeous. Don't Give Up by Foreign Fields, such a sweet song, I love it. And then the ones that I've recently added are True Romance by Mo, Fuck Love by Wiz the MC, Benny, and Give Me All Your Love by Hemlock Springs, which was like a really small song on TikTok. You guys should listen to it, I really love it. Wait. This is so good. When songs sound like that, I think the only way to describe them is hauntingly beautiful. But that's all my music as well. Like, I'm running out. Please give me recommendations. Anything that sounds like that song that I just played, send it my way. I feel like I went through a phase of loving music that kind of sounded the same, and now everything sounds the same to me in that genre. Like, there's no originality, so I'm trying to like reach out again. Because like, for example, what I mean, Paul by Still Woozy and Remy Wolf, everything sounds like that now. Or like Mimi by Calypso, who I love. I think that's all for this month. I really haven't been doing much this month apart from camping for Billie Eilish for 48 hours. But as always, as there's another week left of the month and I have to film these slightly early to make sure they get out on time, I will add anything below by the end of the month that I fall in love with in the last week, in case that happened. I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. I just want